am reborn again and again. I am the will of the Empire.
Yes I can. Yes, I can do this. Apparently Twitch doesn't like whatever I'm trying to do because it keeps popping up with streaming to Twitch has failed, so we're doing YouTube instead, because I will be damned if I let anything stand in the way of continuing to play this game. Welcome everybody to Jade Empire Part 7. We're finally back. I do not even want to go in to describe the pain in the ass that this has been, but this game is worth it. It deserves it. And I'm glad to have everybody here. So, we're doing this. Alright, we arrived at the Imperial City, finally, after, I mean, basically, this has been our goal since the beginning of the game. I guess I didn't really ever talk to people on stream. I was too busy working on, glitches and such. So here we go. Let's touch base with our old friend-enemy companions, or friend-enemy-panions.
I trust your plans go well, despite the dangers you face and inflict. Is there something I can do for you?
Oh, okay. Maybe I did actually talk to a few of these.
That is an old wound. My departure from the Lotus Assassins was not gentle for either side. My immediate companions, those who were my brothers, fell by my hand.
So what you're saying is you're a murderer.
He would have died if he was. I was labeled as the one who deserted, and I am occasionally recognized. The result is always the same.
Death. Death and woe.
Death, more blood spilled.
Yep.
Such a waste for a hatred they cannot even understand.
Must be difficult to regret the deaths of so many people, since I'm sure that you're just a master killer, like thousands dead at your feet.
Regret. I have no regret for killing anyone who challenged me of their own will. Death is a measurable cost of your actions. Some earn it sooner than others. Strength is the way of things, and death is the end, or should be. Some do not respect either. They have enough of one to defy the other.
They have enough death to defy strength? Okay. Enough of which? Strength or death?
Does it matter? Denying someone's strength is to place yourself above that person without merit. Denying death is to step outside the natural order. Both are harmful. I did some harsh things while with the Lotus Assassins, but they no longer follow a path I recognize. They are a mirror of Death's hand, and he embodies corruption. You will see as you get close to him. He draws out the worst in everyone and displays it for all to see.
I see nothing in what they do that would scare off a killer like you, Zoo.
Ignorance does not make truth go away. It only hides it. Perhaps we will talk again when I see more of where your path will lead you. For now, you should continue your search for a means to reach the palace. Your master will be waiting.
Yeah. About damn time. Hopefully the old geezer hasn't died of like a heart attack.
Well, well, is the Imperial City all you expected? It is quite a spectacle compared to the bulk of the Empire. The marvelous dragonfly performed perfectly, of course.
Tell me about yourself. I want to learn more about you, Mad Kang the Mad.
I found my way to Tien's Landing quite by accident. A very big accident. A few wealthy merchants lost some, property, and I almost lost my hat and my head. Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and bribed some officials to effect my release. I thought I had found a nice rich benefactor, but I was locked away in his lair. He gave me a nice workshop, but he really was a fool. I showed him my wind map. He didn't care where it led. He was only interested in his slaves.
This wind map doesn't lead to the Imperial City?
It shows where I've been, not where I'm going, I think. I made it on my journey to, here. But I don't quite remember where I was traveling from. Not good. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a short trip back the way I came?
Yeah, it's not like I have a master to rescue, a death of my people to avenge, or anything like that.
Well, let's see then. It must lead to where I was last, which would be the ideal place to go first.
I mean, by all means, I can
Keep
put
an eye
everything
out.
on hold for
I
you,
don't know
Kang.
why my tracks were covered, but I do tend to incur the occasional death threat. Craters are remarkably unappreciated.
It is kind of hard to build a town in a crater. So, I mean, these sections are usually pretty harmless. Though if you take damage, yeah, if you get hit, your health will drop pretty quickly, as will your chi.
Keep going.
And unfortunately, there's that gray thing on the end, or on the sides, so we can see the edge of the world. Ooh.
Almost there. Just a few more pieces to figure out.
Shit. Yeah, see, not particularly difficult, but you know, if you're asleep at the wheel, or decide to run into the bombs like I did. And every time you complete a level, you get a different ability for the flyer. Cloudburst.
Our flight was great fun. Lots of explosions. But what does it mean? I think it's a clue. I hit something in my head because I was going to lose my memory. I think. One thing for certain, there was no destination. We ended where we began. The route was the important part. Let me show you what it inspired me to make. I'm not sure what it is, but it has a lever on it that is begging to be pulled.
Well, flip the switch, Cage Monkey.
Here we go. And nothing. Right? We're not dead, I think. That is decidedly disappointing. I was expecting something. I must still need a part I can't remember. I need
Well,
some time to think, to get my brain straightened out. This is most intriguing and infuriating. Give me some time.
so this is one of those like progression quests. I think I probably should have started it at Tien's Landing before we left, but oh well. You have the resources of the Imperial City at your disposal. Think harder.
You know, it is true that I should be able to find what I need here. Let me rummage through what I have stockpiled. Just a few tweaks. Tight fit. Not sure how that will affect things. What's it? I don't remember seeing that before. Just get this last. There we go. It's ready. Now we can finally find out just what it does. After I name it, of course. Nothing works right until you name it. How about the confoundable minutia?
Sounds good. Let's go.
impossible. I fixed it. I checked everything. It should work. Unless... No, I did that.
He tried turning it off and on again.
Oh, where'd the city go?
I don't know, I can't really see anything. There's just a blinding light. Oh dear.
Well, that was anticlimactic. A flash of light, but no resounding boom. What good is such a light if Earth doesn't meet sky?
Doesn't Earth always meet sky? Isn't that what a horizon is? Also, where are we?
What? Oh my. It seems we have transported to a heaven. A strangely familiar one for some reason, but I don't recall ever moving to such a place before.
I like this mode of travel even less than your flying bug-eyed barrel. Besides, any heaven worth visiting should have us knee-deep in wine. Top down.
I don't even know what that means. Where are we?
This place is completely unknown to me. Or is it? I am compelled to take the steps this way. There are gears here that I remember.
Bah, waste of time. Call me if one of these big buckets turns out to be a distillery.
You're so grumpy. Water wheel. Okay, so that put up a red flag. That's usually not a good thing. Okay, so I can't reset it. Or at least I can't set it from here.
Look at this. It's a marvel. A wonder of monumental proportions. A phenomenal piece of unbelievable craftsmanship.
Really? What does it do?
I haven't the slightest idea. But it must be important, wouldn't you think? I mean, just look at it.
It does seem shiny.
They are manipulators, fabricators. They bully energy into something. They can be activated, deactivated, on and off and on. You see?
I mean, I do see, but what is it?
I can only come to one conclusion. Lord Lau's furnace.
King of the Who?
What? I know that name. Constructed a wine press for the celestial whatevers that crushed elephant loads of grapes. And the odd elephant.
Aw, poor elephant.
Legendary, mythical, and overrated in some respects. But if anyone else has a better origin for such machines as this, I'm not hearing it.
Who is this Lord Lau?
Artificer to the celestial bureaucracy, he creates machines that themselves also create. Although I'd make them a little less delicate had I his resources. Still, he is an inspirational figure for inventors, and we are in his playhouse. You select the machines you want to activate, and then the tiger or the dragon button, like this.
We've been here for 30 seconds, and you already know what to do?
Don't worry. The individual machines are not activated. I think the switches must be thrown on at least 2 of the components before it will do whatever it does.
But what does it do?
You also have to select a fuel. It looks like there are a few pieces of cinnabar in the contraption, but it may accept others as well.
A few pieces, you say?
Well, judging by the pile of ashes I found near the controls, if you do it wrong, it either creates a nice warm fire or burns the person standing here to a crisp. It looks like a powerful thing, so just guessing at the possible configurations will probably get you into trouble and waste the cinnabar in the machine. So, you might want to be careful how you go about it. Things like this usually have directions. No, recipes. No, that's not it. Configurations. That's it.
You know, he kind of reminds me of Morden from Mass Effect. Didn't we find a strange set of directions?
Very true. Perhaps you should give them a try. They didn't mean much before, but now we may have the tools to make something of them.
What is Cinnabar? You know, I don't really know, but there's, you know, Cinnabar Islands from Pokemon. So I'm assuming it's something red. Alright, so I'm gonna go hunting for, I guess, notes. Plot items. I have the Viper, wind map, cameo. Configuration of the horse. In his ravings, my husband talked of madmen with eyes of metal and a strange island in the skies. His words frightened me, but none more than when he clutched my arm, suddenly lucid. It's the tiger, he said, fever burning in his eyes. The tiger feeds on the stone of the cow, torn from the bovine's innards. All but the cogs are watching, waiting, and active, waiting for the tiger to feed. Tiger. All are watching and waiting. Cogs. Cogs. Conductor. Chimney. Water. Is there a way to reset this thing? Cranking cauldron. Dragon button. Tiger button. Reset. Okay, reset. Stones. Stones, stones, stones. The stone of the cow torn from the all but the cogs are watching. So everything except for the cogs. So these are the whirling cogs. So not these. Conductor. Well, that's kind of frightening. Clapper chimney. What are you? Are you guys anything? Water wheel. Okay, so good. It doesn't make us go through the thing every time. That would take a while. Cranking cauldron. Man, this is a whole lot of really fancy machinery moving in a way that does not really makes too much sense. And then the fuel. Load a new fuel. Oh, I don't seem to have anything. I thought you said there was Cinnabar.
All
Cinnabar, where are you? Everybody was kung fu fighting. Oh, a cow bezoar. Oh, Stone of the Cow. Okay. Hey. That makes sense. Though I think that's like a kidney stone? Good thing I looked around and didn't just throw Cinnabar in there. How Lord Lao managed to predict the shape of a stone formed from a cow's gullet, you'll never know, but a small round cup in the fuel hopper holds the bezoar securely. Alright, let's try and do this. Song of the Spirit. You lost configuration of the horse.
Excellent! What an amazing machine! Now, if we can find more configurations, just imagine what we could do here.
This machine is amazing!
Yes, amazing indeed. Of course, without more configurations, we'll never know just what it can really do.
Seriously, where the fuck is that Cinnabar? Also, okay, so it looks like everything automatically reset. What exactly did I get from that? +5 to spirit. Okay. I'm okay with that. It's 2 style points. So what was that configuration of the ox? This strange schematic has seen better days, the paper ragged at the corners, while the page is filled with doodled diagrams, including one for a device that seems designed to colorize rice for easy sorting. The majority of the space is taken up by a single notation. Foul-smelling water must be purified by the taint of a rotted egg. Only the water wheel and the applauding stack can manage it, even then only with the dragon's help. So clapper stack, water wheel, dragon. But what's the fuel? Oh, so maybe the Cinnabar isn't anything. It's just like, oh, well, there's fuel for it, but you should use things that aren't that. So from what I'm remembering / guessing, every configuration that you find has a different order of doing things. But I think if you just like try it in a random way, then I think it summons horse demons. Well, I don't have whatever rotten eggs are, so I guess we'll just go back.
Very well. In the meantime, I will try to see if I can learn anything more about this interesting machine. I can always bring us back here later.
Neat. I didn't realize that was only one level. Like, I thought you had to like do multiple flights in order to find everything you needed.
The Imperial City. I'd always heard how impressive it was. Stories didn't do it justice.
Hey, Downstar.
I feel like I'm a long way from home, and I don't even know where home is anymore.
Home is where the heart is. Is there anything you want to talk about?
I haven't had any time to think about anything except Master Li and Two Rivers and the Imperial City. It's all so much to take in.
You could go meditate in Lord Lao's heaven.
I've probably told you this story, but when I was young, I dreamt of a magic harp that would take me to a place where no one was troubled by visions or spirits. Now I can't help but picture that poor fish flopping in the streets of the Imperial City, oblivious passers-by casually stepping around it.
That's kind of grim. What a wonderfully absurd way to answer a question. So you feel like a fish out of water. I don't know where I belong either.
It feels odd to have lived with an image of the Empire for so long and to lose it so quickly. I miss Two Rivers. I miss Xingwu, Old Ming, Gu Jin. I remember lessons in the school, and you making some joke that had Smiling Mountain snickering under his breath, even as he scolded us for not paying attention. What do you remember about those days?
I mean, not much, considering I started the game at the end of my training, but... Lost friends, thank you for keeping their memory with us.
I keep all our fallen friends in mind.
I know, that's why I just thanked you
Spirits
for
I
it.
see, it would be hard not to. I see the walls between this world and the next as very thin.
Speaking of which, how aren't we being haunted?
We should get going. There's a great deal left to do, and I don't want to leave it for too long.
Fair enough.
Always happy to help. What do you need?
I believe we already had this conversation. What's on your mind right now?
I haven't been to the Imperial City in a while. I traveled here some time ago in my hunt for Gao. In fact, this is where the hunt began.
Yeah, because you're about to say some like sexist thing eventually.
I've come full circle, and I think it's time to let go of the past and look forward. We have exciting things ahead of us.
You'll bet we do. The thought of all these nobles and their fat purses is making you giddy.
There won't be much time for that sort of diversion, but I can't help see the potential.
There's always time for pickpocketing.
In my heart, I know my daughter rests as easily as any spirit now.
That's not saying
Whatever
much.
happens, I have that. And if we succeed, I know she finds peace.
Well, then I guess we'll have to succeed.
If I could go back, I don't know if I would. I'm a different man now, and while I treasure the past, I look forward to the future with the same warmth.
That's an oddly healthy attitude. Way to go, you. You foresee a rich future of traveling the land and wooing fainting noblemen, don't noble women, don't you?
Never. You left out the part about accumulating vast sums of ill-gotten silver.
I mean, I just assumed that that's the natural progression of events.
You know, I look forward most to the day when I figure out how to deal with you.
Oh no, you didn't.
A woman as strong as she is beautiful is rare, but I've encountered that combination before. Normally, I try to flatter you into my bed, but you...
Yeah, here it is.
You're better than that. You're a companion and a damn skilled warrior, so I find I never quite know how to deal with you.
I don't know, I wouldn't mind a little flattery here and there.
See, now you're flirting with me, and I'm left here stammering.
Oh, maybe I was thinking of stuttering last time. Yeah.
I don't deny your beauty. I just don't want to treat you like I would other women. I respect you, and, well, let's just leave it at that for now.
I'm just saying you should probably respect those other women too. Dick.
I can't believe my luck. I arrive home after being lost, only to find that my wife has gone off to visit relatives.
I thought you'd be happy.
I am very happy indeed. Instead of dying upon my return home, I am free. Until she returns, of course.
Why did you become a bun master if you were a master fighter?
You're beginning to sound like my wife. Where were you last night? Why were you talking to that woman? Why do you smell like a goat? Always with the questions.
I would be curious if you smelled
As
like
I
a goat.
mentioned earlier, after becoming tournament champion for the second time, I was forced to marry my sponsor's nubile niece. She is the reason I no longer fight.
And this is why you always read
My
the fine print.
disapproving dove did not care for my drinking, or for my friends, or my fighting, or my friends fighting. She believed I should settle down, be more respectable.
She also probably didn't approve of your friends drinking. So you became a... Ho, you need to learn to stand up for yourself.
At first I ignored her rebukes and continued fighting, but I soon learned that she was not a woman to be crossed. Prior to one fight, my duplicitous Daisy drugged my wine. I don't remember much of what happened next, which is fortunate. From what I hear, it wasn't very pretty.
Well, I guess you survived.
I spent the next several months under the tender ministrations of my doting wife. Needless to say, when I was well enough to walk again, I was more than happy to settle down. As to why I became a bun master, well, it's a hard, thankless job that keeps me very, very busy. Very busy.
What exactly does it mean to be a bun master? What are your thoughts on our situation, Ho?
We made it this far. How hard can it be from here? From what I've seen, you're more than capable of handling anything we're likely to encounter.
Well, that's
As
all
you
for
say,
now.
I will be here scrubbing your pots until you call upon me again.
I really feel like we should probably rotate chore duty, guys. Just saying. Have the child clean some pots. Slave labor, you know. I mean, child labor, you know. Not slaves. No slaves here. Not in the Imperial City. Oh, wait. Shit. The whole conversation was, you're the epitome of you're not like other girls. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it could be like saying he actually cares about you at all. Like, he actually has feelings towards you rather than just anything. I don't know. There's not really a way to twist it, but it's not like the worst attitude out there.
You to me. I wanted to finish this personally.
But I...
Don't even try to make this better. You should have won that fight, Zhang, but you suddenly developed that blind spot, didn't you?
Oh, by the way, we went to the Imperial Arena.
Hint of silver get in your eye.
Joe, honestly, I...
Whoa! Oof. Shoo, buddy. Fell down some stairs.
You needed something for to witness one?
Yes,
That's not a
I need
word.
to speak with you in private. It seems Warrior Zhang has decided to retire.
I'm finished here. If you're here to fight, do what they tell you.
You look like Student C. Pat. So, what just happened?
You couldn't see for yourself? I was just retired from the Imperial Arena.
Okay, but
Guess
why?
my spot in the roster is yours if you want it. Go find Kui the promoter if you think you can fill my shoes. He's always upstairs in the third room over or so, and looking for new blood. I'm taking what I have left from my winnings and leaving.
Surprised they didn't, take it from you. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily anything wrong with other girls. They don't appeal to the person in the same way. But, yeah, rhetorical, so. Gaze upon these words with reverence, for they offer some small slice of the history of the most glorious contest in the arena. Imperial Champions, the Ravager. Deadly, cold, and precise, the Ravager refuses to speak and shows no care for the crowd, but none can question his deadly strength. Wildly popular with the more bloodthirsty members of our crowd, the Ravager's rare fights are always sold out. Raging Ox. All of the Imperial City fondly remembers Raging Ox, our recently retired Imperial Champion. Quick with a smile and famous for his antics both in and out of the ring, Ox's legend will live many lifetimes. Kai Lang the Serpent. Kai Lang's phenomenal control over magic and his intense focus made him one of the greatest champions to grace the ring of the Imperial Arena. Cold and imperious, Kai Lang played to the crowd to cultivate a love-hate relationship that has persisted to this day. Neat. Thunderous Tauron.
Welcome! It's always good to see a new face at the counter. If you've got silver to spend, I'll be happy to help you out.
I do have silver. What do you sell?
I'm known as Thunderous Tauron, and you are my most honored customer right now, so you have all of my attention.
You have a unique character model. What did you do to deserve that?
You look like a warrior to my eye, probably not fit for the odds and sods the usual patrons might pick up.
So, I'm your most valued customer, but you're not going to sell me anything?
The man to see is named Kui the promoter. He knows everything there is to know about this place. Might even be looking for a new body to fill out the roster. This could be your chance. If you're interested, he's usually up in his office, up and around to the back.
Well, that's all I need for now.
Miniature Ravager hoods for the kids are coming in any day now. You know you'll want two.
You think I have 2 kids? Or are you saying I'm going to want a mini Ravager hood and then one for a friend? Or are you implying that I only have 1 kid and I want to match with him? I think you better go, Thunderous Tauron. I say as my halo shines brightly above my head. Like that's intimidating in any way, shape, or form. Oh boy. Alright, Arena Guard.
This place is still looking to collect what I owe them. There could be trouble.
Oh, you've been here before. That's great. Tavern Keeper. Always a pleasure to see a fine young lady at the bar. Not many people stopping by recently. How could this tavern be slow with the arena in the same building? Oh, I couldn't really speak to that. No, I'm not one to pay attention to the comings and goings of the arena. You mean the building that you're in? Now, something to drink or just here to chat? What do you have to drink? Oh, yeah, that could be tricky. Yeah, see, there's no drinking in this game unless you're playing with Ho and playing a drunken master. Indeed, the gentleman with you has already gotten a head start on things. Wait, what? I'm afraid he's already running a tab under your name. Runs in here more often than the hourglass turns, and I can't extend credit to you as well. You're saying that I can't drink because someone else is drinking for me? Exactly! It would wreak havoc with my books if I allowed 2 people to drink off the same account. The Ministry of Harmony would shut this place down. Well, we wouldn't want that.
They'd have to bring a hell of a lot of men.
I'm certain you understand, and even if not, there is little I can do now. Now, is there something I can help you with? I don't understand why I can't just try and pay off the tab, but given how much Black Whirlwind drinks, I'm probably guessing it'd be somewhere around like 100,000 silver. So I don't need anything from you right now. Have fun not bartending to me. Well, on the subject of sexist bullcrap, I'm going to ask you one more time, and if you say no, I'm going to shoot you through the head. Do you have any cheese at all? Alright, I'm going to probably need a bath after this one, but here we go.
No woman can resist the alluring gaze of lustful Lao. I can say good morning in 7 dialects. Which would you prefer I use tomorrow?
I was hoping to ask you some questions.
I see your true question dancing in your marvelous eyes. Yes, I can lift a 2-person rickshaw without my hands. Would you like a demonstration?
I don't even know what that's supposed to... I mean, was that a dick joke? That depends on who the 2 people in the rickshaw are.
That depends on your preferences, doesn't it, little Peach? Still, I would not risk your displeasure when we are so close to just opposite.
I want Black Whirlwind and the Ravager in the rickshaw.
Lustful Lao, and he will find you your answers. Yes, indeed.
Okay, what can you tell me about this place?
Worst subject ever. Instead, let me ask you this. What are the 14 essential differences between a bowl of steaming sweetened rice and a night of fiery passion? Don't know? Perfect. Lustful Lao humbly invites you back to a private room to share some rice at your convenience.
Okay, wait. Is the rice a metaphor? You must be used to dining alone, so I'd hate to interrupt.
Close, but I am far more accustomed to dining in groups. We should start slowly so your constitution is not sorely tested, I think.
Come to think of it, there's really nothing I need to ask you.
Alas, we were just getting to know each other and we haven't even reached the best part. If we're lucky, it will make an appearance next time we speak.
Oh, I think you'll need more than luck, buddy boy. Well, that was enough of that. I think I need to hit something now, so... Kui! Oh, Kui! There you are.
One more mistake, Kui, and I'll have you retired. Finding someone else is your problem.
But...
Enough. Find a solution and leave me alone.
But he said but.
This is not an appropriate time to...
That is a...
You have the look of a fighter about you. Those hands, that stance, even your eyes. I'd know that look anywhere. You must be here to join the most glorious contest in the Empire. Isn't it fortunate that Lucky Cho and I were just discussing how this place needs an M-fusion of new blood?
M-fusion is not a
This
word.
place can chew you up and spit you out. Or so I'm told. The drinks are the best in the Empire, though.
Come with me a moment and we'll engagitate in some dissertation about the best decision you'll ever make.
Engagitate? What?
This is turning out to be an excellent day. Most ostentatious indeed.
Is it bad that I almost preferred the pervert?
I apologize if I'm using words beyond your grasp. Very few people can match either the supply or the command of my language.
Almost. Okay. Of course. Silly of me to bring it up. What were you saying?
A single glance tells me you are a remarkable woman with the perfect mix of strength and grace to grab a crowd's imagination.
Continue to examine me so closely, and that's not all I will grab, dog.
The question is, can you fight?
He totally ignored me.
Arena. I say the answer is a clarion and resounding yes.
Hey, he said he got Clarion right.
I've heard your name before, but you walk
And
like
not
one who has
resounding.
seen many battles. You are indeed mysterious, stranger. What say we get you signed up for
Oh,
the
no.
the Empire?
No.
Arena awaits.
They didn't. They did. They totally did. Okay. Alright, let me lay some BioWare lore on you guys. In Knights of the Old Republic, they had an arena very similar to this one. And the name that you got saddled with when you entered the fights, because you had to have a fake name, even though the person who gave it to you was a Hutt and wasn't actually speaking Galactic Basic. He was speaking Huttese. The name was the Mysterious Stranger. So that's why he phrased that last sentence that particular way. It's a callback, but that was just the worst name that you could possibly... Oh my god, it was so bad. No, ostentatious is not a word. He was trying to say auspicious, I think. I want to join the arena.
That's the spirit of the thing. Now, what name precedes you in your travels?
I am Anu of the Calm Sea. Ooh, no. I am the egregious prevaricator, respected scholar, and grower of pipeweed. I'm shocked you haven't heard of me.
I've heard that one before. Have you any idea how many board students peramputate down here from the Scholar's Garden?
That's... I think he meant to say percolate.
That would sound engaging, ringing down from the rafters. That's how we'll bill you.
Raging Dragon, Silver Phoenix, Tiger Lifts the Mountain. I don't know, what do you think, Yang? Which one's your favorite? Because I've already done all three of these. I really like the music in this game. Like, I loved... Man, the music in Mass Effect was a lot more downplayed, but it was still really, really good. The music in Dragon Age was very operatic. Silver Phoenix?
Silver Phoenix conjures up quite an image. Are you certain?
Yeah, I said it, didn't I? Bitch.
Then that is what you shall have. Come and tell me when you're ready for a fight, and I'll get you started.
Let's wreck somebody's shit.
You'll start in the qualifying rounds. The money's small at that level, but it's there. Any other?
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot you guys paid me to fight.
One other thing, you should talk to the other fighters now and then. They will be watching you, and you should get to know them as well.
We're all one big happy family.
Zuko, is that you?
Big happy idiot. As you can see, they always have something to say.
Alright. Tell me about my first fight.
First match will start you off against a mighty ogre. I'll be watching your style closely to see how you fare. Impress me, and I'll take you to the top.
Oh, an ogre?
Champions start out against the ogre. Take Raging Ox, who danced around the beast singing drunkenly to earn the crowd's favor, or the Ravager, who defeated him in a single blow. I should take a moment and explain the system we use here.
I kill it, I win? I'll figure it out as I go along. Skip to the fight.
That's the spirit. Dive right in with both feet first. It's not that difficult a system, and you seem bright enough to figure it out.
Yeah, pretty much everything about him is
Are you
funny.
ready to get started?
Are you ready to rumble? Help us on, the unofficial champion of the something something.
A new warrior does battle with the beast.
Why didn't you introduce me? Why did I even pick that name if you're not going to use it? Okay, so that wasn't a single blow, but... Hey guys, I'm getting there. I'm only level... something. Nailed it.
That was an impressive beginning. Normally I'd have started you off against something easier, but you practically ooze potential.
I thought you said everybody fights against the ogre first.
Fighters as well. Go ask them if you don't believe me.
I really don't care.
That really was a fantastic bout.
I do kind of want to talk to Zuko, though.
Ogre's nothing special. I could have done better bound and blinded.
Like,
Sometimes
with your eyes gouged out?
One fight does not make a champion.
Or like
though.
blindfolding.
There are many more opponents ahead of you. Let's move on, shall we?
Well,
Be
fine.
sure to return when you're ready to continue your climb through the qualifying round.
Oh, hey, a doctor.
Fascinating. How very interesting to meet you.
That's not
Fate
the
may have
usual...
robbed me of my sight at a young age, but I can still sense the energy within your meridians. Impressive, and yet somewhat strange.
What's so strange about my energy?
I don't know what it is about you exactly, but I would say you have been trained like no other warrior in this place.
Since birth?
What I do know is that several of the techniques pioneered by what we call the new schools would have astonishing effects on one with your energy.
Oh, so you're a seller of techniques.
Allow me a formal introduction. I am Dr. An, acupuncturist.
You know, there's a part of me that actually wants to go back to acupuncture for a while.
Arena's contestants, are you not? I hear talk that you are one of the most promising new contenders.
And all I did was kill an ogre.
On at you. What do you need from me?
Give me training, tiny woman.
Of course. Have a look.
Cleansed mind and body, 5,000, easily affordable. Plus 10 health, minus 2 chi, awesome. Plus 10 focus, minus 1 intimidation, also awesome. Plus 2 charm, minus 4 chi, that is shitty. So how much would this be? This would be 10,000 total, that would leave me with 7,000. Yeah, alright. You like her? Alright. Sorry, that's probably going to be the only time I talk to her, but I'll see what she has to say. So wait, you're not a fighter. You're a spectator. You're a guard. Huh.
Forget it, lady. I stick with male clients, and right now I'm on Judge Fang's payroll. He doesn't like me branching out to make money on the side. Unless you're into something twisted, then he might want to watch. Fang's always looking for some new perversion to make his little soldier stand at attention.
Well, that's horrible. Who's Judge Fang?
Judge Fang's the head of the Ministry of Harmony. He's sitting in the next room with his guards. Likes to come and watch the arena fights. The blood and the beatings in the ring get his fever burning for later. Sometimes me. Other times he makes me take it out on him. He doesn't seem to care either way. There are few things more twisted than Judge Fang's idea of a fun night.
Why do you work for him?
I've thought about quitting. Every night. But I heard what happened to the last girl who tried to leave Fang. He's not the kind of man you just walk away from. He sees me as a possession. His possession. He's not just going to let me go. He's got the wealth and power to find me wherever I run.
Do you try
I'm
killing
stuck
him?
with Judge Fang until he's tired of me. I've come to accept that. It's a hard, grim fact. But at least he pays well.
Tell me more about Judge Fang. Not that I really want to hear this, but...
Fang's head of the Ministry of Harmony, so he controls taxes and executions across the Empire. That makes him a very rich and powerful man. Even the Lotus Assassins are wary of Judge Fang, probably because they know he's just as vile and corrupt as they are. All the rumors about him are true. He's the most infamous degenerate in the Imperial City. And I work for him.
You don't like Fang much, do you?
I hate him. He's a vile, repulsive deviant. He likes to hurt. When things are bad, a man like that leaves scars, emotional and physical. Look, I've been around. I know people do strange and disturbing things behind locked doors. But nothing like this. There's no act too brutal or shameful for Judge Fang. He's into all sorts of things, and he's no stranger to pain. I know that all too well.
Why do you work for him?
I've thought about...
Okay, never mind.
Good. Let me rest. I've got a feeling I'm in for a long night tonight.
Yeah, I'm working on it, buddy. On that cheerful note,
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight.
I am ready for my next fight.
Since you held your own against the ogre brute last time, I'm going to try something exciting for the crowd. I've got 4 boys from some school west of the city who've been bothering me for some tougher matches. I'm giving you all of them at once.
4-on-1, huh?
It'll wow the crowd and teach them a lesson at the same time. Remember to watch your sides and back.
Oh, don't you worry about my back.
Are you ready to get started?
Or my sides. I really like eating sides.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Four students test their skills against one master.
Yeah, they do. I wish I was actually fighting only a single guy right now, so that way I could pretend it's Judge Fang, but I'll take what I got. Oh, what was that? Were you waving your hand at me? Were you giving me a come here, boy? Yeah, I don't think so. Oops.
Those boys won't be back anytime soon. Losing as a group to one opponent would shame a peasant, let alone a student of the martial arts.
There's nothing else I need from you, Kui.
You're ready to continue your climb through the qualifying round.
Well, because you said please, yes, I do get to take care of Judge Fang. Unfortunately, I don't remember exactly how, so that might take a minute. It'll take a while, but I'll get there. Creature pens. I forget why this is an accessible area. I think it plays into the plot later, but whatever. Hey, Zuko.
Hello there. I'm Han, though fans and, well, everyone else call me Hapless Han.
Okay, Crown
It's not
Prince
such a
Zuko.
bad thing. Fighting in the lower divisions means I never run afoul of the Ravager. Our current champion has nearly killed his last two opponents. See, I look on the bright side of things. Even if my losses make people call me hapless, are numbers really that important? In my mind, it's trying your best that counts. You know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Things aren't exactly glamorous here in the qualifying round, are they? Now, what can I do for you?
I want to know how you got those scars.
You have something on your mind? I'm happy to help.
That's all I need from you.
Take care.
You're not answering my questions about your scar, then I don't really care.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight.
I am ready for my next fight.
What? The crowd's starting to catch on to you. Have you noticed? People like you, and now I'm going to make sure they pay attention. I'm going to have a roughly hewn statue hauled into the ring. I want you to discombobulate it. Destroy the statue quickly enough, and I'll give you a shot at Hapless Han. Are you ready to get started?
So we're doing the car stage from Street Fighter.
Excellent. Follow me, and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Guess they can't all be winners.
Unyielding stone meets the press of time.
Are you calling my fists the press of time? Shit. Part of the problem is like the backtrack that it does. There we go. Like I take a little half step back and I'm like, yeah, that's really useful unless I'm trying to fight a stationary target.
Excellent.
Which is pretty much the only time that will happen.
No mean feat, I assure you.
I'm pretty sure time wouldn't just crack the statue in half. I'm pretty sure it'd have to be rain, gravity, earthquakes, whole bunch of shit. Tell me about my next fight.
Show me you're ready for the big time, and I'll make sure you don't have to dance with the children anymore.
Good.
Are you ready to get started?
That's funny, Yang. Yeah, let's do it.
Follow me, and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Unfortunately, this is an arena, and I'm not actually allowed to protect him.
Can Silver Phoenix surpass Hapless Han and leave the qualifying division?
Hey, you finally used my name. Oh right, I forgot this isn't a mobile attack.
You dealt with Han very well. I knew you would. All of our professional fighters move past him eventually.
Kui, that will be enough. I bring you a message from my employer, Kai Lan the Serpent. He is impressed with how far you have come in such a short while.
Yeah, I'm pretty great.
The Serpent wants you to know that he is watching your progress very closely. He is most interested to see how you fare in the Bronze Division.
Please give him my response.
Kui, you may breathe again. That is all I had to say.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, that was good, I think.
Rude. Tell me more about Kylon the Serpent.
He has a distinct interest in the proceedings here. He is an ex-champion, you see. He retired some time ago, even before Raging Ox, who was the champion before the Ravager. Kylon couldn't leave the arena alone. He has become a very important man here with the help of a group called the Guild.
Hey, I remember the Guild. What more can you tell me about the Guild?
The Guild is the organization that controls all of the betting in this place. That gives them considerable sway. It is good that they are happy with your progress. Between us, the Guild is also involved in more illicit activities. They are very sensitive about remaining an open secret. Many know about them, but few acknowledge that fact.
Guess I'll have to start doing that.
Right now is a particularly dangerous time, as one of the leaders of the Guild has recently been inhumed. Kylon sees this as an opportunity.
I don't even know what you're trying to say with using the word inhumed.
Discuss them openly. The Guild has many ears. You may ask some of the others in the arena about them if you wish, but I would not bring it up to just anyone.
Okay, wait. You said don't talk about them in the open. Talk to other people, but not anyone. Did you know that you're really terrible at giving advice?
A wise decision. Very wise.
I agree. Considering you an idiot is very wise.
I suggest that you limit any questions you have to your fellow fighters.
Alright.
Well done. That fight was much better than this wine. With all the pure water pouring from the palace, you'd think they might have learned how to make wine that didn't taste like goat piss.
Actually, it's probably the pure water that makes it taste that bad.
That is you. Are you back to...
No, just here visiting, and making sure nothing happens to your newest fighter.
So you won't be...
No, leave it alone, Quee. You know better than to bring this up. Just mind your business, promoter, and I'll mind mine.
You travel in curious company. Regardless, when you're ready, come talk to me again and we'll discuss your next match.
Hold on, Quee. How do you know the Black Whirlwind?
I know him, yes, but I know better than to contravigate his wishes. If you want to talk about it, ask him. I'm staying out of it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must prepare for your entry into the Bronze Division. It will take me a bit of time before you'll be ready for your next fight. You should talk to the other fighters here. They've been watching you and are getting nervous. Of course, I'll need more time than that for these preparations.
Fine, I'll go later.
It's just a matter of preparing the proper documents. Why don't you kill the time by making your way out into the city? See the sights. Maybe visit the Golden Way or the Scholar's Garden. Actually, that reminds me. A woman was here watching your fight against Hapless Han, dressed all in black and veiled. She seemed impressed with your preference.
Like,
Just before she left, she told me to tell my new fighter that she was still waiting to see you. She said you'd know where. Sounds like quite the invitation.
No, this game is not the reason why I use those words. He's not even using the words right. And I knew that when I was a kid. And I was just like, oh my god, this is the worst. Oh hey, scroll stand. Cannibal Cookbook Volume 1. That's unfortunate. Oh. Hey, you guys are not going to be nearly as entertaining as the chefs in Tien's Landing, so I'm not going to bother to talk to you. Right. Scholar's Garden. That's where the Princess Leanne wanted to meet me. So I should probably finally go talk to her. Just that way she doesn't keep interfering with my illicit activities. It's bad that I kind of forgot there was a whole second half of this city.
Hold on there. This way leads into the necropolis, a dangerous area. You shouldn't go in there unless you have some business there.
Oh. My business is where I make it.
So, I'm not here to stop you, I'm just here to warn you. Any fool can go in and risk their life with The Walking Dead.
Like
They
the
couldn't pay
TV
me
show?
enough to go in there and put them down. The dead are best left alone.
But if they leave them alone, then they'll just keep growing.
I'd hate to see a pretty lady like you get hurt. If you're going in there, just watch your back.
I like how you complimented my appearance, even though I basically just threatened to throw you in that river. So... Stay safe, buddy. You poor soul. Beggar song. What's in the jar? Just dirty silver just sitting in a jar. Ah, here we go.
Your parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth. You dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody
Says the
paid
guy
any
wearing
attention.
student
Keep
vestments.
trying, just as I instructed.
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth.
Thank you, I do work out.
Your breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality.
Don't tell Ho that, he'll be upset. Ask for an explanation, justify yourself, or I will take offense.
Your beliefs are superficial, and your culture is substandard.
What? There is no point to your insults. Defend your claim or cease this instant.
You are right to demand an explanation. Forgive my servant. I instructed him to find someone not distracted by mere insults. Someone who would command respect. Your demand for justification of his arguments was admirable. You are exactly what we need.
Oh good, a side quest. Explain yourself.
An outlander strolled into the city several days ago and now sits like a cormorant taking what he wants from the river of our hospitality.
I actually don't know what cormorant is supposed to mean.
He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go.
Or not for me.
The outlander is not a dignitary or traveling merchant. He is a parody of civilized behavior. He spews insults at the Emperor himself. So far, he has escaped the notice of any higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe. But that will not last.
Ah, you don't know that.
If he is reported, the Lotus Assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them.
They do seem pretty trigger happy. I'll send him packing.
He has refused to move a muscle until someone meets his terms. He proposes challenges we don't understand and then declares himself the winner. Several of our brightest have faced him, but as soon as they get the better of him, he sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear you to many.
I do like being endeared. I will teach him not to mock our culture.
I hope your ability matches your conviction. Several others have fallen short, despite their outrage at his antics. He is in the Scholar's Garden, and no amount of opposition has moved him. Please, I hope you will prove to be a worthy opponent.
Then why didn't they capitalize it if it was supposed to be a kind of bird? Cormorant? I guess you wouldn't... I guess you don't have to, but I guess just assumed that it was kind of like a... What's the word? Coral? Or a, callus. Yeah. Okay. This is not the Scholar's Garden.
This place reminds me of...
Darn it. I just interrupted Black Whirlwind to read a book that didn't do anything. Alright, Scholar's Garden. Alright, hey, there you are.
I didn't expect you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person.
Why, thank you.
I should have seen it coming. I suspect that we share a similar strength.
Oh, really? What should I call you, Silk Fox or Princess Sun Lian?
As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by fawning servants. Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. There is a thrill, of course, and it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your Master Li to the palace a few days ago.
Shit.
I saw the flyer. He was bound in chains. He must be powerful, or you are. There was something familiar about him as well.
He is familiar because you are related. He is Sun Li.
Why would you say that? Is that what he told you? I'm sorry, but I simply cannot believe that your Master Li is the glorious strategist.
But I mean, come on, Sun Li, Master Li. You didn't recognize him as family?
I was too young to know him. I was told that he and Prince Qin, the third brother, fell defending the Empire 20 years ago. Now it seems they may have been traitors. I discovered this looking through records for information on Death's Hand. Perhaps he tried to influence Sun Li and Sun Qin before corrupting my father. But it doesn't matter who your master is. I could take you to the palace, but Death's Hand controls what my father hears. He must be discredited for you to succeed.
Destroying Death's Hand is also a priority for me.
A wise decision. His hold over my father is nearly absolute. But if we could show conclusive evidence of his crimes, my father would have to listen. I know how. Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers now toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems. Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery.
I've been fighting the Lotus Assassins. How would it be possible for me to infiltrate them?
We need proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are recruiting.
I fought a number of them. I would be spotted.
Have any Lotus Assassins who saw your face lived to report back?
I don't know.
They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tian's Landing.
That seems like an awful big risk to take.
They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye.
Yeah, but they even have my clothes.
From their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it.
I do, but I also feel like this is like a really cliché way of going about this.
There are guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agents. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round. Or if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion.
You know a lot about the Lotus Assassins. Why?
Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions.
Like, why are we here?
You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your name.
Pretty sure they already have my name. Also, wouldn't it be impossible for them to have a description of me if nobody I'd ever fought has survived? Perhaps I will see if this Inquisitor... Well, actually, I will go and see what I can learn in the Imperial Arena since I'm already halfway there. Halfway there.
Yes, I will
halfway
have my
there.
spread rumors of
Halfway
your
there.
interest. Once you pass the silver round, the Executioner will take an interest. I'm sure he will find you as impressive as I do. Or, if you prefer, court the Inquisitor. Ask Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden about him. I hear Dongao is closer to the assassins than he should be. Unless you want me with you, I will wait at your flying machine. You travel with such interesting peasants. I'm sure I'll be entertained for hours.
Not really sure I want you looking down on my fellow companions. Also, I did kind of like the way you said, want me with you, so come on down, princess.
A wise preference. No offense intended to your amusing companions.
Wow, you're a bitch. Like, could you not tone it down for like 30 seconds, man? Oh, hey.
Well, look who we have here. There's no princess to save you this time.
Do you think we'd forget? You can't humiliate us and just walk away.
Don't look at me. I can't do anything right now. Not like this.
I know, I'm just
We'll teach you to insult
drinking in the
guard of
irony.
Imperial City.
Well, that was fun. Hey, configuration of the snake. Oh. Starting motion with a tiger of all things is to dally with utter madness. If that were enough, no machine made by the hands of man can be infused by iron, fueled by iron infused with nickel. The resulting metal, while strong, is inert to reactions. Even application of electrical current and the introduction of chimney smoke into a mechanical cauldron as proposed produced no appreciable result. So that would be the conductor, the chimney clapper, the tiger. There was some kind of cauldron. I'm sure I'll find something that looks like a cauldron. Hey, guy that we were just talking about. Scholar Dongao. You can wait until I'm finished dealing with the Outlander. Philosopher, Focus Shrine, Jar. Fuck that jar. Oh wait, Princess, did you want to talk? Should I have met you at the flyer? I mean, I'd rather not run all the way back there just to run all the way back here. So if you could come over here. Ah, there we go.
Hello again. I enjoy our little chats, but I don't think anything has changed since we last spoke. I still need evidence against Death's Hand to free my father. Meet the Executioner in the arena, or speak with Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden about the Inquisitor. Hurry, or you'll lose your chance to help your master.
I just gotta say, Silk Fox, your face scarf is absolutely fascinating. I want to talk about you. Why has your servant given me a gift?
Did you like it? I thought you might want a little assistance. Consider it a small token of my favor.
I appreciate your gift.
I thank you for your courtesy. One always likes to hear when one's gifts are appreciated. It is difficult for one of my rank to give gifts, even one so simple as what I gave you. A princess is not normally allowed to show favorites.
Yes, the 3 romance options in this game are Sky, Silk Fox, and Dawnstar. Then why take the risk of showing favoritism towards me?
Better that I give it away before Death's Hand carts it off. He has been quite brazen.
That's unfortunate.
Besides, it was mine by birthright to do with as I wish. Must I always be dictated to by tradition, despite my respect for it? Sometimes I want what everyone else has, to be myself.
Aww.
Generosity is part of my character from time to time as well. It is more than most men will show for you.
Probably true. I thank you for the gift and the risk you've giving it.
You are polite at least. Too many men just take what they can while they can. Perhaps we women are more civilized.
Perhaps.
But the price I may pay for helping you could be greater still. I am destined for the throne. Destined to rule the Empire after my father, but... that will be meaningless if Death's Hand keeps his hold on my father's mind. I fear one day he may try to interfere with the Imperial succession. Or perhaps convince my father that he should be Emperor by marriage.
That would be unfortunate. We cannot allow such a travesty. Oh, your flower would only wither under such harsh conditions. I feel like that's almost a little too not serious for such a serious conversation.
You are strange indeed. But what you say is true. The Heavenly Lily could never abide such a situation. I would bite my own tongue before ever allowing that man to touch me. I'm sorry I've ruined the mood. We should continue our talk another time. First, we must expose Death's Hand, reveal his treachery and manipulation.
Goodbye for now.
I wish you luck. Once you have gained the trust of the Lotus Assassins, we will plan how to proceed.
Awkward. So I can't help but notice there's a crowd. Hey, Storm Dragon! I think. Gross.
As amusing as your savage dances are, once again I have proven the superiority of
John,
setting
please?
your nose to the grindstone and not mucking about.
What the fuck is on your
Bring some refreshments
chest?
in a proper mug, or I'll take back the coins of my home and country. Don't you heathens know the worth of a proper king's halfpenny?
You have a piece of cheese on your
generous
armor.
Visitor, if our customs are so displeasing to you, perhaps you should find lodging elsewhere?
Please?
And leave you lot to your primitive ways? Tell them what I think of that, Squire Percival.
Oh, here we go.
Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, the magnificent bastard, will do no
There
such
it
thing.
is.
He means to educate you all.
Good lad. Wading in the mud, planting weeds. You can't keep your crackers crisp doing that. Can't help you if you don't know the horror of a soggy biscuit.
Oh Jesus, it's the most hilarious NPC name I've ever heard in my entire life.
I suggest you start learning. We'll have you in proper trousers by the morrow.
Oh. Ooh, boy. You insult a noble and ancient people, Outlander.
Oh, what's that? Someone stepping to the fore? Let's have a look at you. A woman? My dear. Not sure what topsy cradle you fell from, but in my country a lady knows her place. Unless she's queen. The simple truth is that I have bested every one of you who has come forward, whether in tests of wit or combat. You faced a champion of king and country.
I really hate the fact that you have red hair.
If a storm is going to cast my ship into the very heart of such a dark empire, I'll bring the light of knowledge wherever I can. You must hunger for guidance. You're like children. I mean, only a handful of you can even grow a decent moustache. What kind of place is this?
You blind yourself with prejudice. I can prove you wrong.
Can you now? Shall we put that to a test? I welcome the chance that you might impress me with a glimmer of intelligent insight. But I will acknowledge that I am likely to disagree just because I know you are, lacking. We will need educated men to judge the merits of our arguments.
Arguments? What kind of contest are you looking for?
I've gone to great pains to learn your barbaric tongue, only to find that none of you has much to say. Can you convince me otherwise?
Maybe they just don't want to talk to you.
I've heard a distinct lack of couplets and quatrains, to say nothing of pentameters. Is it any wonder you people live as you do? I charge you with defending the heart of your people. If a group of judges determines that you have adequately done so, I will declare you the winner.
I can't believe he has cheese on his breastplate. I don't know how I never realized that before. I'll humiliate you here and in combat later. Oh, you want me to try and just punch him already? This is no way to compete. Let combat decide.
Not until you've earned the right. Your people claim to be honorable. If you attack without my agreement, you'll have proved my point.
Alright, I tried.
You've already seen the results of that. The young man before you wanted to progress to combat without meeting my conditions. I soundly put him down.
Yeah, but the difference between him and me is I ain't a bitch. Very well. I'll humiliate you here and in combat later.
It's more likely I'll teach the rest by making an example of you. Here, these 5 standing about will be our judges. They look like a varied lot. Go on, talk to them all to prove I haven't coerced them. We'll begin the debate when you're ready.
I also just want to point out real fast
Then
that
we'll
ponce
see how
is
you
an
fare in
insult in
combat.
British tongue.
Doubt you'll do very well. Like the rest, you're all just too damn skinny.
You're only wearing a breastplate for armor. I could break both of your legs and your arms.
Challenge. I'm grateful you have seen fit to defend us all.
Right.
I would be honored to sit in judgment of the debate. Several of my fellow scholars have also volunteered.
Sweet. I trust you will judge fairly.
To do otherwise would only help the Outlander win in the long run. If he wants a true debate, we will allow it to progress fairly. Of course, I doubt his arguments will have the weight that he expects. Not here in the heart of the Jade Empire.
What kind of arguments do you favor?
I am ill-equipped to see my own faults, but I, like my fellow scholars, am adept at exploiting the weaknesses of others. Scholars Heng and Zhao are easily swayed with simple facts. Cite such details and they are certain to change their opinion either for or against.
What strategy should I take?
The best course is to appeal to the individual preferences of the judges. We are theoretical thinkers, really. It is not so much the subject, but the tactic that triggers reaction. Each judge will respond only to argument styles they favor. If a judge likes fact, use it once and he will join your side. Use it again and he will switch back just to further debate. Other arguments may not interest him at all. I wish you luck. I look forward to your defense of the Empire.
Alright. This part actually did trip me up a couple of times, so I'm going to save just in case. Well, I mean, I'm not really going to backtrack, but I don't know. That was my instinct, was to save. Hey, Squire Percival, you seem like an interesting guy to talk to. If I could focus on you
His
for a
title
moment.
mystifies me, except for the magnificent bastard portion. I'm fairly certain I know how he came by that part.
Also Ponce. because he is a Ponce. He's the ponciest Ponce to ever ponce past the poncing parlor.
The planting season was almost over, so I figured I might as well travel with him. It has been interesting.
Also, I'm 90% certain that this entire character is a reference to Don Quixote.
His title mystifies me, except for the magnificent bastard portion.
Ah, okay. Why does his voice actually sound kind of familiar? Alright, so who is it? Minister of Culture. Servant G is not one of the judges. Kai, Gu, Hang, Zo.
Oh, this is exciting. I've never been asked to jury a debate before, and now I'm the third of your 5 judges. My name is Scholar Zhao.
What kind of arguments do you favor?
I haven't given it much thought. I pictured myself as balanced, but some of the others are very specific in their tastes. Actually, you can sway Scholars Kai and Gu by mocking your opponent. I don't care for it, but they seem to respond quite vigorously.
Do you share the minister's dislike of Outlander?
He is coarser than the thinkers I am used to, but on the whole, I am not as upset by him as others appear to be. He seems bent on disruptive behavior. He should be encouraged to take that elsewhere.
What strategy can you offer?
I've argued in this group of scholars many times before. We are so used to each other that we will change opinions just to further the debate. Don't worry so much about what you are saying when you respond. Just concentrate on how you say it.
Gotcha. So 2 for mocking, 2 for facts.
Good luck. This should be an interesting debate.
Greetings to you. I am Scholar Hang, and I will be serving as the second of 5 judges for the debate. I look forward to honorable discourse.
You sound like Hui from Tian's Landing. What kind of arguments do you favor?
I'm sure the others agree that my tastes are balanced. The minister, however, is easily engaged by sympathetic pleas, as are
Crap.
scholars Zhao and Gu. I find their appreciation of such fawning to be distasteful, but that is one of the arguments they prefer.
Alright, let's do this. I'm not going to be able to remember any of these strategies, so let's give it a shot.
Set the ponies in motion, are we? Let's declare some rules and get to it. You don't mind if I make this interesting, do you?
What kind of change are you planning?
I just want to make sure that this is more entertaining than simply blathering about whose walls are higher or whose philosophers really know what's what. It will be a simple matter. 5 judges, 6 topics. I'll pose my argument about why your foolish land stumbles like a child, and you try to answer. The judges will raise their arms to indicate whom they favor. Arms up for you, arms down for me. After 6 topics, if you have a majority, you are the winner. By the Queen's corset, if you get them all on your side at any time, I'll declare the match over. Now, shall we proceed?
Give me a second. Something just came up, sorry. Damn. I shall endeavor to enlighten you, Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, the magnificent bastard.
I will pull no punches, and I expect no mercy on your part. Let's see which of us is truly superior. Well, what shall be my first point of contention? I know, the most basic of concerns for a culture, the currency of its economy. What manner of society would use the silver coin as the basis of trade? Gold is clearly superior, which you admit by using it for important statuary. Your understanding of what determines value is flawed. Your rebuttal?
So I know at least 2 guys are going up for this. 2 out of 5. Is that enough?
Well, you are clearly in the minority,
Shit.
but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic. I call attention to the arrogance of your empire. You simply assume that all lands outside your borders are the domain of barbarians and monsters. How can you truly know they are uncivilized until you've proven it by conquest? Crush them beneath your heel. You sit here thinking while far-off lands yearn for direction, not unlike what I am attempting with you.
So, well, okay, so I had at least one of the people who enjoyed factual.
Ah, all agree with me? Your downfall is assured. On to the next topic.
Alright.
Shall I draw attention to your foolish reliance on personal combat? You've got strange dragon powder arms, but you waste them on spectacle and flying chariots.
I really suck at this part.
Any decently civilized people would have developed a proper array of personal sidearms by now, like old Mirabelle here.
Don't we have ship cannons? At close range, the advantage you claim to have disappears.
Well, you are clearly in the minority.
Fuck!
But I challenge your foolish beliefs and the irrational behaviors they produce. Dragons, spirits, and even talk of unresting dead. Pah! Just look at the collective foolishness that you call a floating palace. The constant superstitious yammering of your peasants even has me seeing it. And how the bloody hell would you get a moat up there? It's ridiculous, I say.
Do you even understand the purpose of a moat? Show us a wonder of your own or be silent.
Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. I say that you don't seem to understand the relationship between the ruling class and the peasantry. Your commoners are far too happy to be productive. The spiral of misery shows that they are doing a decent day's work. Your peasants only suffer because of foolish superstitions about the dead walking around.
Do you know anything about our... We've got slaves! We literally have slaves. Perhaps you understand the plight. You don't understand the plight of the poor.
Well, you are clearly in the minority. This
Well,
will be the final... A simple criticism. Your ridiculous clothes. Not a decently puffed pair of trousers to be seen. I ask you, what have you done on the pantaloon front? And why do you remain so clean when any sane man knows the only way to keep devils of the dark at bay is to be brash and to carry the air of the earth? Bathing is bad for the humors as well. Do you people know nothing of maintaining your bile? Well, that is all there is to it. You have failed to convince a majority of your own fellows that I am wrong.
He confuses me in much the same way.
Clearly, you all have much to learn, and I am the man to teach you. Not that I want to, of course, but it is a matter of duty.
I challenge you to personal combat.
What? Oh, this is simply a waste of my time. What could you possibly gain by my taking a switch to your hindquarters?
Silk Fox, why are you staring at the Minister of Culture?
Haven't you been schooled enough? I understand you would be upset, but this won't help matters.
Will you fight me or not?
You're set on this, are you? All right, I'll have at you, but it's beyond me why you'd march to the slaughter like this. The entry hall here has walls to be up against, corners to be backed into, and floor enough on which to be down but not out. Whatever your metaphor, I'll beat it. Return to me when you are ready, and we will walk there together, just to ensure that no one gets lost or suffers an accident that would prevent a fair fight. Frankly, I don't know what you people are capable of.
What do you mean, you people? Also, why does it look like it's snowing on his half of the screen?
What? Good. Let's get this over with so I can
Oh, I
return
guess they're
to
cherry
schooling
blossoms.
the rest of your fellows.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I envy you. You are about to experience for the first time the skill that has forged an empire and traveled the world. There will be pain as well, but I imagine it will be almost worth it.
You missed, bitch. Okay, that time you hit. Hey, now I'm on fire. Shit. Why am I always on fire? Why does... Damn it. Well, okay, that was a good reason to save.
Your concept of honor is outdated too. Finish a dog when he's down.
Brutal. I just got killed by John Cleese.
Percival, the towel.
It's funny, because I don't actually think I watched him finish reloading. Speaking of reloading, I actually have to reload because it's doing that weird top-down glitch again. There we go.
Well, good.
Yes, yes.
Well, what you're understand?
Currency. Please understand that true value transcends currency.
Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. I call attention to the arrogance of your empire. You simply assume that all lands outside your borders are the domain of barbarians and monsters. How can you truly know they are uncivilized until you've proven it by conquest? Crush them beneath your heel. You sit here thinking while far-off lands yearn for direction, not unlike what I am attempting with you.
Second verse, same as the first. We know outsiders are uncivilized. Look at you.
Well, a majority
Burn!
on your side, but the debate is not over yet. Shall I draw attention to your foolish reliance on personal combat? You've got strange dragon powder arms, but you waste them on spectacle and flying chariots. Any decently civilized people would have developed a proper array of personal sidearms by now, like old Mirabelle here.
At close range, the advantage you claim to have disappears. I really want this to be a thing.
Well, a majority on
Yes!
your side, but
Thank
the
you,
debate
guys.
is not over yet. I challenge your foolish beliefs and the irrational behaviors they produce. Dragons, spirits, and even talk of unresting dead. Huh. Just look at the collective foolishness that you call a floating palace. The constant superstitious yammering of your peasants even has me seeing it. And how the bloody hell would you get a moat up there? It's ridiculous, I say.
You know, it'd actually be probably easier for this section if the two male and the two female judges didn't look identical, aside from the minister. Show us a wonder of your own, or be silent!
Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic. I say that you don't seem to understand the relationship between the ruling class and the peasantry. Your commoners are far too happy to be productive. A proper spiral of misery.
We don't feel that misery is so useful as a tool.
Well, you are clearly in this.
Damn it. Bathing. We prefer social considerations over scaring spirits.
Well, it would seem that a majority of your fellows have decided your arguments were more persuasive. I expected no less. I could not expect a fair contest in the heart of your city. I was a fool to think otherwise. I seek satisfaction. You have bested me in debate, but true honor is decided on the dueling field.
If that is your wish, I will meet you in combat.
The entry hall here has walls to...
Yes, yes. Let's go. Fucking asshole. How is it also draining my focus? I did not realize that. Okay, Jesus, man. Fine. Alright, I'm going to do the debate bit again, and then I'll save over.
Percival, the towel.
This is really awkward. Yep, I didn't get set on fire, but he just killed me in like 3 shots, so...
Is there something else?
Oops. Whoops again. Alright. Let's go.
Good. Well, you... Well, I'm a... Well... Well, you are... All agree with...
Shit.
Well, you... Well, I...
This is really awkward. I hate to skip so much. But, yep, let's go. Okay, so he doesn't always do a charge, so I actually could block against some of them. Or I would if it didn't automatically track. What the fuck was that? Jesus. That was even worse.
Percival, a towel.
I'll get you a towel, Chris Rock. Okay. Okay, so you can't dodge it. There. Bitch.
That was a fine display of skill.
It was a fair fight, Sir Roderick. Within the rules you specified.
Yes, old boy, you've got it right. I was really sat down, I believe. Like the fall of the old bridge across the Grand. My humors are in disarray, I tell you. I supposed I should have seen it coming. Your win in the debate was a sure sign. I do believe I have underestimated the lot of you. Regardless, you have beaten me. That's a point of honor I cannot deny.
It was not your day.
Well, there's no other thing for it. Intended or not, you've earned a reward from me. The unsuccessful combatant in a duel must arrange a worthy gift for the victor. I wouldn't be much of an ambassador for my country if I didn't abide by its customs. The Duchess of Almsbottom's rules of engagement are quite clear on this matter.
Why, of all the English names you presented to me, had the name Bottom in it? Have you encountered any interesting gems?
Yeah, a bauble I found with a nice weight. It was wasted on some roadside beater. The locals acted as though I'd relieve myself on a bleeding shrine to all of creation. I just don't understand this place.
Yeah, you should leave.
Right. Percival, fluff my traveling trousers. We will darken this garden no more.
Hey, at least you acknowledge that you darkened it. Silver. Oh, good. I've already got better than that, actually. No, wait, I don't. Silver Tongue is the superior of the Bronze Tongue, which I have, but haven't gotten rid of yet. Scholar's Gem of Fate. Bottom. Tee-hee. Yeah, definitely not actually good. I mean, I guess I could swap it out for the Gem of Thief Sense, but... Alright, leveling up. And then I'm probably going to end the stream for tonight. Because I think that's a good a stopping place as any. So let's even these things out. Yay, even numbers all around. Done. 15 style points. So it would be 10. Or that could be 10. And then I could do a speed increase of Storm Dragon. Or I could do... I mean, my base, my go-to is gonna be 1,000 cuts. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. We're good. Next level, I'll max that out, and then I'll see what else I want to distribute my points in. Yeah, it's gonna be a while with Judge Fang. Definitely, probably, almost certainly the next stream.
Excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
Hey, look at that. He's got the Golden Tongue. 100% chance to evade traps, mine +3. See, that would almost be superior. That would actually be superior to the Thieves' Gem. Oh, hey. Tiger Mantra, health +5, focus +5. Why not? I've got the gold for it, and I haven't even sold you anything yet. Definitely don't have any use for that or that. I'll keep that for now, just because Silk Fox gave it to me. Now that I've got better, I can sell that, and the other one that I have of it. Got 2 of those, don't need them. Definitely don't need that. Definitely don't need that. Nope. 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 I mean, if I want bonuses to body and intimidation, or just intimidation. So let's go back to the buy bit. That's expensive. That's even... How does it feel like I ended with less money than I started with? That was weird.
Such a string of improprieties. Spirits have tricked his mouth into mocking him.
Minister.
A well-fought victory against that outlander buffoon. You showed that he could not best us in battle, mentally or physically. We are all in your debt, but the Ministry of Culture is particularly so. Please take this token sum of silver as payment. You certainly earned it.
Certainly I deserve more than this.
I control a very limited treasury. To give any more would call attention to what has happened here.
Oh, very well. Oh, wait. I saved the reputation of the Empire. Such an example deserves special favor, doesn't it?
A very good point. Here, take this. I should know not to barter with a master debater.
A master debater, huh?
Do you disagree? I've never seen such a cunning linguist.
A cunning linguist, huh?
It is money well spent. Compensation because my own diction came up short.
Your diction came up short, huh? That was amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that part before. Whew, that was fun. Okay, so I'm gonna go finish the configuration of I don't know, the ox or the horse or the whatevers. And then we'll end for the night. Whoosh. Oh yeah, that was pretty much gold. Oh, okay.
My cousin yelled too much and he lost his voice. Maybe that's what happened to the Outlander.
Score.
Out of sheer spite, the Scourge flooded ancient ruins, wantonly destroying our very own heritage.
Poor Chang. If only I hadn't sent him on such a dangerous mission. He'd still be alive. What am I going to do? I'm ruined.
What?
What? Oh, you. You're the one with the flyer, aren't you? Forgive my impertinence, but do you own that flyer, perhaps?
Yes. Why?
I am Hingu, a mechanic and a businessman. I supply upgrades to people fortunate enough to have flyers. However, I have had some trouble obtaining parts of late. My previous associate went on a trip to retrieve valuable parts and never returned.
What exactly do you want me to do?
I need someone brave, someone who is a capable pilot. The missions I have are dangerous, but the rewards are worth it. I will pay you good silver, and I can sell you parts for your flyer, to make it better.
Uh-oh.
Make it better? This is the finest ship of its kind. I should know. I made it. You're just a fix-it man. What would you know about ships?
You done messed up, AA Ron.
I have been working on flyers since they first started appearing in the Empire. I take these rickety contraptions and make them into something amazing.
Rickety? There has never been a flyer more solid than the marvelous dragonfly. Rickety? Your wits are the only thing rickety around here.
Enough. Just tell me what you want me to do.
I have some supplies in the North Provinces that I need to pick up immediately. We've had trouble with bandits up there, so it might be tricky. If you could bring me those supplies, I have the parts necessary to upgrade your flyer. What do you say?
Yeah, fine.
Very good. Here's your wind map. It'll show you where to go. I'll also pay extra if you get rid of those bandits plaguing the area.
Oh good, we start off with the rapid fire. I do love the rapid fire. See, I actually don't like the tri-burst.
Interesting strategy. Now try winning.
Yeah, I'm working on it, Kang. You bitch-ass bitch.
That's it. We have to get out of the fight. You're scuffing the finish.
Well, fine. Retry. Check.
That's it. We have to get
Wow,
out of the
that
fight.
didn't
You're scuffing the
work
finish.
either. Apparently I suck at this version. It's funny because I don't actually see, like, it doesn't actually look like they're getting close.
That's it. We have to get out of the fight. You're scuffing the finish.
Alright, last try.